Hello everybody, welcome back. We are now starting 1962, and I'd like to talk about a little town in Pennsylvania called Centralia. In 1962, in Centralia, the town decided to burn the landfill to make more room for trash, and did not know that they were starting a fire that was going to burn for many, 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 many years. This fire went underground into the coal mines and started a raging fire underground. People stayed in the town for about 20 years until things got so bad that the streets were cracking. A little boy almost fell into a sinkhole in his backyard. The town evacuated, except for a few folks who held on. But that fire is still burning today, and they're not looking for it to go out anytime soon. Take a look.
If you go to Centralia, Pennsylvania, you won't see a raging fire. What you will see is this. If you go to Centralia, Pennsylvania, you won't see a raging fire. What you will see is this.
Okay, on the music side, I really had to struggle as to whether or not to put this next song in. It's called Soldier Boy by the Shirelles. And obviously I don't love every song in the world, and this one, I really don't care for it. And I have a hard time believing that this is the same girl group that's saying, "Will you still love me tomorrow?" Because I love that song. But this song, not so much. Here's Soldier Boy.
Just like the Silent Hill. So it's pretty cool. It pretty much originated right off this place. And there's bugs everywhere. But let's go check out what we can find. I mean, look at this, guy. I mean, there's graffiti everywhere. Cracks in the ground because there's a fire still going on as we speak. People all over the United States come here just to see this place. And there's not much left. I mean, but it's just the history about this place that makes it so...
You know, doing this little show, I have learned a lot. And I have also come to a greater appreciation of different types of music that I didn't know that I even liked. For instance, orchestra music. I would have never, ever thought that I liked orchestra music. But I have found an appreciation even for that. So I'd like to play this song. It's called The Stripper, written by David Rose and his orchestra. And it has become known as a song that people should take their clothes off to. Anyway, I had fun with this. When the fire broke out in 1962, there were about 1,100 people living in the town of Centralia. Today, there are around 11 very stubborn people who absolutely refuse to move. Now, if you're anything like me, you probably thought that the song Any Day Now was originally a Ronnie Milsap song. And yes, Ronnie Milsap did do a version of that song. But the song actually came out in 1962 and was sung by a guy named Chuck Jackson. And here it is. Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. Then how beautiful bird Well, I'm going to wrap this up with my first book recommendation for 1962. And my first recommendation is a book called We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. It is about the Blackwood sisters and their uncle. The book is set 6 years after a family tragedy that kills the rest of the family. And now the Blackwood sisters, Mary Cat and her older sister, who's agoraphobic, and their uncle are alienated in the town. They are basically outcasts. They live in this huge house, the castle, and it's kind of, I don't know, while I was reading it, I felt like the shoe was getting ready to drop at any minute, and it never did. But it was eerie enough that it kept you on edge enough that it stayed interesting. Now, it was considered a Gothic novel, and I liked that. Overall, I give it 4 stars. So, also, if you want to watch the movie, you can watch the movie on Amazon Prime. It came out in 2018, and it was an independent film. I just might check it out myself. So, have a great week.